came out. They came out harder than us. They wanted it more, and they were able to get that early goal, and then they got the second one, and you kind of started taking chances. We were playing desperate at the end, and then they got the fifth one, and couldn't respond after that. There's not too many positives right now that we're seeing, but we're just got to get back to work. That's all there is to it. The season's far from over. Obviously, it came out in the round of the deal 2 nights in a row, and that's on us. We got to figure out a way to get better. We got to figure out a way to score more goals and give Hildy some extra help too, block some more shots. So I think that's one of the key things is figure out a way to get in front of shots. When we're winning games, we're blocking shots, and I don't know the number tonight, but that's something we got to be committed to. We got to be committed to the little things if we want to have success, and just didn't have everyone tonight.
It's really hard to take any positive out of this right now. This is tough, and we will bounce back. But right now it stings pretty bad, and even you can play as many good minutes as you want. It's the second you let down that kills you. And both nights we had letdowns at the end of the game that absolutely killed us. They wanted it more than we did. It's the bottom line. It makes me pretty sick to even say that, but I don't know how they come in here and we weren't ready for them. So that's something we got to figure out and we got to get better at.
But did you think you played the first 2 pretty even, pretty good?
Yes and no. I don't think we were at the level we were at last night, and give them credit for that too. They played a pretty good game tonight, and we just weren't able to match it.
Unacceptable performance tonight. And it wasn't just the third period; it's the whole game.
Why? What did you like about the first 2 then?
I didn't like our approach to the game. I felt it earlier in the day.
Did you?
Huh. Yep. I didn't like it, and but best I be careful what I say so I don't say too many stupid things. But we got to grow up. We have to grow up. Get humbled in your own building. You got to take pride wearing that jersey, representing the people you represent. And it takes 100% commitment, 100% of the time.
Tom, is it the first
We
time?
played a really good team who was ready to play, hungry to play, and they were hungrier to play than us. And that's unacceptable. If you lose because you're out talented, that's one thing. But if you're not ready, that's totally within your control. So that's on me to make sure that me and our staff find guys who are all in. And tonight I didn't feel we had that, and that's really bothersome to me. How can you not? Like these are the games that you can't wait to play.
Sure.
That's what I can't figure out, and we have to figure it out. So we have to instill in guys that desire to understand how important it is to bring everything you have to the table every night. You play 2 games a weekend. You have to be able to play hard for two games a weekend. I don't think that's too much to ask. What bothers me most is to know you're playing your biggest rival at home in front of a great crowd who's energized, who's bringing everything they can to help you. And I just don't feel everyone was ready. And I don't know how that can possibly happen. I don't know how you can't be ready to play unless you don't realize the magnitude of what you're doing. And it's an emotional game, but when I say grow up, you've got to learn how to manage your emotions. I'm trying to do that at the moment. But I was very disappointed with how we respond. So that's my responsibility to make it better. I didn't like our approach to the game more than anything else. I know it was 2-2 going into the third period. So the game aside, so much of sport is your mental approach. And when I went to our team meal today, I just had a sense that I wasn't going to be happy with it. And I told the guys that at the time. I said, I may be wrong, but I just don't, my sense is telling me I don't like where we're at approaching this game tonight. But I'll judge by a performance. So I can now. We have to look at how we responded, how we approached the game, and we have to get better. We can't permit that to happen. Like I said, if you lose games, for bad breaks or a team's more skilled than you, or whatever, okay. But my angst is over our approach, and that's not just preparing for the game today. That's being all in all the time, and I'm wondering about that. Because I don't know how so many guys can come up flat when you play your biggest rival, unless you're satisfied with something. And what could we be possibly satisfied with?